the youth of America as a man in America right now, age 56, 2025, Gen Xer, desiring to help those in need. Last night I failed again. I failed twice. I spent a lot of time with a young boy, about 10 years old, earlier in the winter, and I'd go over and we'd ride scooters and clean up the yard. And last night, a young man, age of 23, I spent time with him since last fall. And these are two kids that everybody else gave up on them. The parents, their friends, their family, the teachers, everyone, and I think the good Lord sends them to me. I guess that's who I am. I guess that's who maybe I found my calling. Is, I was thinking about it today. These are just two individuals, but whom I care about deeply. Whom, when I was 8 years, when I was 4 years old, my father left me. I watched my mother and father. It was 1973, and I watched them have that one last talk together in that same fucking living room. I know what it's like to feel. I know what it feels like to be thrown out by the world and your own parents and your teachers. They think you're a fucking idiot, and your fucking principal thinks you're a fucking idiot. Everybody thinks you're a fucking loser. I know with these two boys. I can't say I know what they've gone through because they both gone through fucking hell. They've had a way worse childhoods than I. I actually had a good childhood. I raised myself from the age of fucking 4 all the way up till now. My mother, God rest her soul, my mother, she was an LVN. She made good money. She had kept a roof over my head. She's gone all the time, which is fine because we never got along. So I was like, I got the whole house to myself at age 8, 9, 10. It's me, a stack of firewood, a wood stove up in the mountain with my dog. What the fuck more does a fucking 9-year-old, 10-year-old kid need? 11-year-old kid, his dog, in 1982. But god damn it, there's no fucking way I could see some life of a young man and not fucking want to put out a hand and just take him under my wing. And last night I fucking failed. We had to fight. Not physically. I would never put my hands on either one of those little shits. Well, the other one's a big kid. He probably kicked my ass anyway. The 23-year-old. He's a badass. But I said I failed because I told him to go fuck himself, and I said shit like "shut the fuck up." That's not how you fucking help somebody. And I was kind of done last night, and I'm stewing this morning, and I was on the shitter at work this morning. This ain't funny. This ain't one of my fucking clown videos, man. This is not funny. I was on the shitter, and I was ready. I got my own little fucking issues with that, and I was finally. This is not a joke. I swear to God. I'm finally getting ready to bomb fucking Tokyo. Finally, Jesus Christ, here we go. Come on, Lord. Just one fucking redwood cedar that I could sell to the fucking hardware store. Let's get it out there. Get it out on market, Lord. Push, and then outside in the fucking world, wah! They're blowing the fucking air horn. I hope somebody's just playing with the air horn because they don't have a fucking alarm system in here for fires. It's a goddamn air horn. I'm thinking, I'm just about ready to make it past the fucking finish line with that. I don't want to get into details of that because that's disgusting, but and I'm thinking, God, please let somebody just be clowning. They found that, like I did a couple years ago, I found an air horn in the cupboard because it was slow, and I went, burp, and somebody goes, don't fucking do that. And I go, what? You're going to clear the whole fucking building. Don't blow that thing unless it's an actual emergency. I go, oh shit, okay. What the fuck did I know? I thought it was just a fucking air horn somebody had in the cabinet. So, I'm like, it's a fire drill. All right, everybody's like, oh fuck. I had to do what I had to do to cut her short, the operation short. All right. I said, well, this is nothing new to walk away unsatisfied, but here we go. It's a fucking fire alarm. Great. Went outside, and it's, I don't think I've ever been in a fire drill. Well, not alarm, it's a drill. And I don't think I haven't been in a fire drill here. Perfect timing, man. Not because of the operation that was taking place. It was because of just what transpired last night, which was quite negative. I couldn't be a counselor because I could. When you give somebody your fucking heart and they shit on you after months and months of spending your fucking time with like these two brats, the 10-year-old, that little motherfucker, a family member this last winter, that little shit, he's extreme. I videoed him and me in my car just talking for about 20 minutes. I sent the video to a friend of mine in New York. She's a psych major. She knows some shit. And I said, analyze this kid for me. And she got back the next morning with a full video message report. She said, well, no. She froze it every couple minutes and she commented on what she was noticing about him as a 10-year-old boy. And she comes back and she goes, dude, stop what you're doing now. Don't spend any more time. Don't try to help this fucking kid. He needs a professional. He needs a doctor, not you. And I'm like, he doesn't need some little angel wings motherfucker flying out of the fucking mountains and saving the world. No, this is no fucking joke. You need to back away from this kid. Just quit going on, because I told the family member, I'm going to get off of work because everybody else gave up on this fucking kid. I'm going to go spend a couple hours with that fucking brat. We're going to throw the football. And it was fucking cold out, too. And as she told me, she goes, he is extremely smart for a 10-year-old, and he's very manipulative. And she told me this is how the FBI profilers, well, not the dipshits that's in the FBI right now, but back in the 80s and 90s when there was people with actual fucking balls working for us. Not a bunch of fucking little, I'm not even going to go there. So, an FBI profiler, they profiled 3, in Anchorage, Alaska back in the 80s, the FBI profiler came and they knew there was a serial killer in Anchorage, Alaska. FBI came in, they examined 3 or 4 different crime scenes. And I was watching this documentary. The FBI profiler said, this man works in a kitchen. He's probably a fucking dishwasher or a cook. He wears glasses. He's a stutterer. He sits down to pee when he's at home. A stutterer. How the fuck? I was thinking, how the fuck? It's forensics. It's pure science. I mean, not all right. I was gonna say something stupid. Not Dr. Fauci science, but it was science. And I thought it was impressive. Well, this girl, my friend in New York, she's not a fucking forensic scientist or anything. She's a writer. She's a fictional writer, housewife. That's what she does. But she was a psych major. Her mother was an LVN. Shit, sorry, Jay. I'll call you back. That's her husband calling me right now. He's one of those guys in New York, cat, man. You have a good reason for not answering that phone if we're going to be friends. I only give, anyhow. So my friend in New York, who's Jay's wife, was telling me this shit about this kid. She goes, just from that fucking dash cam video, because I put my phone, and I just had a conversation with a 10-year-old boy last winter in the car, in the driveway, and she goes, he's manipulative. He likes to look at himself as this narcissist, blah, 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 blah. leave this to the professionals, bow out. And I said, no, I'm not giving up on this kid. Everybody else is fucking giving up on this kid. It seems like the whole fucking world, everybody gave up on me when I was his age. I'm not gonna fucking let this happen to this kid. I'm at least gonna get in there and throw a ball. About 2 weeks later, that fucking kid played me like a fucking flute. 10 years old. I couldn't fucking believe it. I'm not gonna get into details how I did it, and it was right out of the movie The Good Son. I'm like, this is the good son. Because he could have killed people with what he did. He sabotaged. This has been dealt with. Don't fucking, this doesn't need to be reported through his fucking, all of his psychiatrists, all of his fucking, he's on probation. He's been arrested. 10 years old. He put some shit in the roadway, in a fucking highway, right on a dark corner, right in front of his house. His dad rides a motorcycle. I ride a motorcycle, and me and his dad was like, do you have any idea what would happen if someone on a motorcycle came around that corner and you put all that shit in the road? And the thing is, he says, we were just hanging out, and he goes, look at those things out on the highway. It was at night. Look at those white things on the highway. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Those white things. What? What are we doing? Where? We're in the front yard, and you can see the highway about 30 yards from the front yard. And I go, what the fuck is going on? And his dad goes out there. And he goes, did you put these here? And he fucking lied and said no. And there's a bunch of rocks. Big rocks. If a fucking motorcycle hit that corner, you can't. Motorcycle with one headlight, you're not going to see it. It'd fuck up a car. But there's a stop sign there. It's not like you're coming around you're exiting the fucking highway onto their street. We tried to explain this to this 10-year-old fucking psychopath, basically. That's psychopathy. That's the good son. That's Macaulay Culkin dropping the dummy, Mr. Pedestrian, over the freeway overpass and causing a major highway mishap because of one little boy. And I realized the magnitude of it. I failed to heed to my smart friend's warning. Every fucking thing my best friend has told me, she has been right. She's been accurate. She's just by far one of the smartest fucking people I've ever met. And it's the fact that she calls me her friend. Her best friend is just mind blowing. I met her on a goddamn Facebook writers group because I was trying to fucking, learn how to write a goddamn novel, which was my life's dream. She trained me for fucking free. She spent months working with me. I watched her over the last 6 years write 7 90,000 word manuscripts. She went through 2 literary agents trying to get fucking published. So if you're an editor of a big publishing house, fucking talk to me. This bitch deserves to be fucking published traditionally. She doesn't want to go. She wants to be published. My battery's dying. I failed last night again. I failed this kid. He's 23 years old, going on 15. I was 39, going on 15 when I got sober in 2008 and stayed sober for 14 years. And I drank again, but who gives a fuck? I made it 14 fucking years. I have a drink once in a while if I feel like I'm so turned off by alcohol right now. Fuck alcohol. It's not good for the human body nor brain nor. One drink, you're fine. Really, it's really not. Half a drink, I don't even know why I'm making this video. Maybe somebody can help me. Talk to me. I told my brother today on the phone. I said I need to stop trying to fucking help everybody and be the fucking savior of the fucking world, because this world is shit right now. It's not all shit. There's a lot of positive, and that's what I try to do. Just Stanley Kubrick said, however vast the darkness, we must supply the light, end quote. Say it again. However vast the darkness, we must supply the light. Kubrick coined this after making 2001: A Space Odyssey. He brought the light to filmmaking. He's known as the filmmaker of light. He's a, what's that painter he's from Placerville, California. Oh, he's the painter of light. What's his fucking name? You know what I'm talking about. He's got all those fucking old timey. He's the painter of light. Well, Kubrick was the filmmaker of light. I love you. God bless you. I think the world would be a better place if we just looked at everyone as if they were our own children. I call me a fucking fool. Maybe I took too much LSD back in the 80s, but everyone is my children. Shall I treat you no differently?